So to begin, Asperger's, what is it?
Well, in my experience, which is about almost 4 years now of education projects, what I've seen is that it's a lot of the same personality types come up time and time again. It's more common with boys and girls, but it's not exclusive to boys. You're exceptionally introverted, very, very objective, because it is a slightly rarer personality type. It's not the rarest, but you don't tend to meet people so much like you, so you seem quite outside the box. You can seem quite cautious. There's a great sense of internal justice. This is the biggest part of it, so respect is hugely important. And the classic sort of idea is even at the age of 7 or 10, you appear to talk like you swallowed a dictionary because you're already talking on a hugely adult level.
So what are the challenges then?
Well, the challenges are, because respect matters so much, because there's such a sense of justice, it's not just justice for you, it's justice for the other people around you. So if there's situations in school, in particular, and in the classroom, where we make quite sweeping statements, oh, you know, everyone is being bold in this class, everyone is being noisy, everyone is doing this. A lot of other people who will just sort of go, oh, that doesn't relate to me, that doesn't matter. They will take that all on board. There's also a huge correlation with people with Asperger's being very, very kinesthetic. So if you do have the sports outlet, that's fantastic to get rid of those. It's almost like you're an emotional sponge quite often in the school environment. So you're picking up the emotions of everyone around you, which is quite often not recognised. One of the things about kinesthetic people is we hugely take on other people's emotions around us.
So why is school so hard in particular?
Because quite often there's not a respectful system. We're not trying to treat everyone like an adult. We're not trying to treat everyone like an individual. Respect is not a big forte of school, quite frankly. Justice is not necessarily, there can quite often be a different sense of justice, particularly in secondary school. So every teacher, every room, every situation, every individual has a different set of rules and playing field for their room and their environment. And that can be quite confusing and quite complicated. Also, people with Asperger's tend to have passions for unique areas. Like they will be the people as children who are very into dinosaurs, very into astronomy, very into space, very into Star Wars. Whatever their thing is, they'll have a huge interest. And there's an assumption that people with Asperger's will always gravitate towards maths, sciences, computers, technology. Equally, I've worked with quite a few people with Asperger's who have interest in languages, arts, very humanitarian mind, can actually be very, very good at writing. But we don't see people as being or arty, basically, who are Asperger's, but it can be equal, whereas there always has to be a purpose and a reason for doing things. So English poetry can seem stupid, like why do I need to read this poet? Why do I need to care about this? So there has to be a purpose and a point to everything.
So how do you get results?
You get results by, no matter what age someone is, being on their level, talking to them as an adult, respecting their viewpoints, respecting that there's a lot more going on in their head, that they are very introverted, they are very internalized, there's a lot more going on inside them that they want to talk about, by helping them to express themselves, which I suppose is my area of expertise, is that I really feel that everyone should be able to express themselves, whether that's through drawing, computer programming, or learning how to write a poem for me. Whatever form that needs to take, you have to be able to express who you are, what you care about. You have to talk about the stories. You have to realise who you are, that you are slightly different. You have to realise that being objective is actually quite good. You taking the emotion out of a lot of situations and looking at them very, very objective and appearing to not have any feeling. But there's a place for feeling and there's a place for objectivity. And understanding that the expertise that you have are actually quite good, and understanding the passions you have are good. You don't have to be good at everything, that you're allowed to have unique passions. You're just allowed to be yourself.